The Oduduwa nation shall live to see the nation of Oduduwa. I will ask all of us, as we have so far done, to behave like Biafrans that we are. And by the time we leave here today, today, like I said, the story will be told among the people of Belgium and among the people who live in Brussels. Thank you so much, and you are all welcome.
You are now speaking to European rep Mazi now is speaking.
Everybody should get ready to come to Biafra soon. We came here.
Rapture media.
That what they did in 1854, when they partitioned Africa for the whole of Europe as a nation. I said it yesterday. That's why we were not happy that we came through. And we are broken that barrier today. Some are 100,000. You have Liechtenstein, San Marino, Andorra. You have Cyprus. You have Malta. You have Kosovo, Bosnia. You have Serbia, Luxembourg. You have Iceland. You have Monaco. You have Vatican. Denmark. All these countries put together, Biafra is bigger than them. So that's why our freedom is overdue. It's long overdue. So I want all of you to keep keeping on as we have done so far. And we need to increase our efforts because this struggle is sponsored by only the ordinary people. And the ordinary people are going to be those who were up will be under your feet. Our leader said all the IPOB members will be immortalized in the land of Biafra when it's finally restored. Rest assured that you are the apple of the eye of Chukwuka Biama because of what we have done. Our leader will be released and we shall go home with him together. So those who have also made their way to Brussels, Belgium, yesterday and today, as our leader here has prayed, I want to join him to say that we are going to go home together. We are going to reflect in a multiple fold. You are not happy anything as long as you have your member. Your resources never go out. Your children will live to grow in your presence. You will live to enjoy the fruit of their labor. And we are not going to bequeath this struggle into the hands of our children. This generation will restore Biafra. This regeneration of IPOB will restore Biafra. This generation of IPOB will restore Biafra. And our names shall be written in gold.
Oh, hey, Biafra! Oh, hey, Biafra!
Oh, hey, Biafra!
Oh, hey, Biafra!
Pass the microphone to our Oduduwa friend to speak and to address the crowd.
Yoruba Nation! Yoruba Nation! Yoruba Nation!
What do we say? Freedom?
Now. I greet you all in the name of Olodumare. I speak today in the presence of the heavens and the earth, in the presence of the universe, in the presence of our ancestors who created the earth, the cradle of civilization. I speak today as a proud son, as a proud citizen of Yoruba land. I speak today in the presence of the whole world, in the presence of the sun, in the presence of the moon, in the presence of the living and the dead. Today, we are making a statement to the whole world, and we are here to tell the whole world about the slow motion genocide that is taking place within the contraption called Nigeria. I want to say and tell you a little story. Look around us. Look around in front. Look behind. We are in the city of Yamal. This city was built on the genocide and the destruction of the indigenous people of Congo. This city was built on the blood of innocent black people of Africa. This city was built on the extermination of people who look like us.
Tell them the story.
Yes. This city was built on the massacre, the persecution of the Yoruba people. I'm going to tell you why. There was a powerful patriotic Yoruba son in the 19th century. His name was Ezekiel Shanu. Ezekiel Shanu was a Yoruba son who was responsible for the exposure of the genocide taking place under King Leopold in the 1890s. People don't know this story. They don't know our history of what Yoruba people have done and contributed for the freedom of Africa. But how was what happened to him when he was about to be killed, assassinated, he committed suicide. Rather than being brought back to Europe, right in the 1890s. This is our history. We are here to remind the whole world of what they did to Ezekiel Shanu, that patriotic Yoruba son who fought for the freedom of the people of Congo. Without Ezekiel Shanu, we will not, the atrocities of Leopold would not be known to the whole world. We are here
This one is better.
We are here to let the whole world know about the slow motion genocide, as I said before, taking place in Yoruba land, in Biafra land, in Amazonia land. The hypocrisy of the West thinks everybody says pray for Ukraine. Everybody says, oh, Ukraine has a right to defend itself. And when the Yoruba people say enough of it is enough for Fulani X-Men killing us, they call us terrorists. When the innocent Biafrans were peacefully marching on the streets of Umuahia, on the streets of Enugu, they were innocently marching, just a flag. Just a flag. What did they do? They were gunned down in their thousands. Nobody said anything. But when the people stood up and started defending themselves, you call them terrorists. But we know that somebody else freedom fighter is somebody else terrorist.
That's right. Yes.
We know that somebody else Messiah is somebody else Satan. Yes. We understand that the world is not ruled by the rules of law but by might. We understand that those who destroy you, they will still give you justification for destroying you. We should never forget what happened in Congo. What happened in Congo is happening to the Yoruba people today. What happened to people in Congo is happening to the people of Biafra today. What happened to the people of Congo is happening to the people of Amazonia today, which is the exploitation of the resources in those places. the resources, it's all about our land. People don't know the next battlefield in Africa is going to be in Biafra land, specifically Igbo land. The biggest gas deposit is in Igbo land. You guys should be prepared for what's about to come. Your gas will be used to power Europe. Yes, this is what I want to say. You should be able to have the control of your resources. Yes, sir. You should be able to have the control of your land. Yes, sir. Also, before I round up my speech, I also want you to also know this. The 1884 Berlin West African Conference, as my brothers talked about in Berlin, we are a group of European gangsters. I call them gangsters. I would never call them my colonial masters. Never. A group of European hooligans. They came together, sat down in Berlin, under the leadership of Otto von Bismarck. When they saw what King Leopold was already amassing, they saw Leopold became a billionaire all of a sudden. We must get our slice of Africa. That was how we started this journey of subjugation. Somewhere I read that all men are born free. Somewhere I read all men are born equal. Why can't the Igbos determine their nationality? Why can't the Yoruba people determine our sovereignty? Why can't the Amazonians determine their destiny? Why should you impose and call me a Nigerian when my forefathers never knew any such identity? Yes, sir. Why should you call me a Nigerian when we have nothing? There is nothing, there is no Nigerian identity. Yes, sir. Why should you impose the Nigerian identity on my head by putting a gun to my head and telling me it is indivisible? We are telling you today, those of you who believe it is divisible, those of you who believe it's impossible, are going to be put to shame. My last submission is this. Sorry. Many of us talk about the United States of America, the land of the free. Many of us talk about the Republic of Ireland. So many of us talk about the freedom struggle of different people in the world. But I want you to know, just like Otto von Bismarck said, the question of the day cannot be answered by round table discussion and talks. Yes. But by blood and iron. Oh, yes. By blood and iron, our land shall be free. Yes. They think we are mad. We are not mad. We are going to let the whole world know. Just the way they called the insurrection of the colonies of America, they called it revolution. Yes. What we have in Igbo land is Biafra revolution. Yes. What we have in Yoruba land is Yoruba revolution. Yes. What we have in Amazonia is Amazonian revolution. Yes. Check the narrative, we shall win the battle. And we don't continue.
We don't have much time left now.
Yeah, it's no more organized.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys, I'm very sorry for that. Don't take it.
We are so much crowd here. Brother, we are allowing so much crowd here. Let them go.
Onye Igbo ọbụla si n'ife ọchọ bụ ịchị Nigeria na 2023 abụrụ onye Igbo. I'm telling you, abụrụ onye Igbo. Because ọma na emenye onye isi Nigeria ọ ife agwara ya ka ọ ga-eme first o mere ya achụ anya impeach your probably 1 month. Omana no nwere ike inyere ndị Igbo aka na-abụ the Osolu Constitution. Ọ tụrụ anyị anya achụ anya onye ọbụla ma na nwere ife a ga-ejete na Nigeria ma esobe usoro Constitution. Kedu maka
Buried for 50 years, Britain and BBC shameful role in the Biafran War. Under the camera lens of BBC, 1 million children starved to death, women raped, pregnant women killed, their stomach slit open, and unborn babies removed and slaughtered right before BBC camera lens. And all this was done by Fulani terrorist government of Nigeria. 50 years later, BBC is trying to rewrite history. They are now calling the victim of genocide the killers. And BBC, an accomplice of genocide against Biafran people, is now called a saint. IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of indefatigable Mazi we are back to set the record straight. And now we are taking the battle to the doorstep of BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. Biafra worldwide phone call campaign alerts. Now listen, be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Say, hello, my name is, then you tell them your names. Then you say, I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victim of genocide. Number one question, why is BBC always twisting facts and covering up genocide against Biafrans by Fulani in Nigeria? Number two question, when will BBC make a documentary about the ongoing genocide by the Fulani in Nigeria? Number three, Why is BBC shamelessly investigating the victims and not the perpetrators of genocide? Number 4. Why is BBC broadcasting fake documentary to intimidate the victims of genocide? Number 5. Take down your concocted fake documentary against the victims of genocide, the Biafran people, and stop lying about us. BBC and UK government, we know that you are the real enemy hiding behind the Fulani terrorists and orchestrating genocide in Nigeria for the sake of oil. Now we tell you, stop your shameless policy of plundering and slaughtering Biafran people. Now listen and pay close attention. This campaign against BBC Broadcasting Corporation will start on the 6th of June till the 1st of July 2022. And these are the time to call BBC: 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. Biafran time. And here are the numbers to call. And please pay close attention. Get your pen and paper ready that you may take down these numbers. BBC switchboard. Telephone +442 087 43 8000. I repeat, +442 08 743 8000. Or you can tweet at BBC News. Another one, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 322. I repeat, BBC Customer Service +443 700 100 322. Or you can tweet at BBC Press. And the last one, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. I repeat, BBC Studios Limited +442 084 33 2000. Or you can send an email to BBC News channels at bbc.co.uk. We are Biafrans. We shall vanquish by the grace and mercies of Elohim. We shall vanquish. We are Biafrans.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 15th day of June 2022, being Wednesday, a day that history is also made when Biafrans, Ambazonians, and Oduduans gathered in the European or at the European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium, in order to make our voices heard. Because Adeya Mama, the chicken or the fowl say she's not crying for the kite that stole her chick to live to release her, no, but for the world to hear her voice. That is what IPOB, Ambazonia, and Oduduwa, what we did in Brussels. And it is a huge success. Therefore, the world understands, the world is hearing our voice, is seeing what is happening, but we are keeping records. All this is to officialize, to formalize things, so that no person will say, no, but you didn't tell us. We didn't hear. Social media is not, we didn't hear. So, we made it clear and continue making it clear that we want to be our natural self, not what they want us to be. Why there are frictions everywhere in that so-called Nigeria? Because the value system, the values are incompatible. That is the only thing. There is no magic wand. You know, the people that are forced to live together, they are not compatible with each other. Their values, our values are not the same. Whereas some people like Biafrans, the ones, want to develop progressively, to be among the mainstream world in development and advancement. The caliphate, they don't care about development. What matters to them is religion, conquest, to subjugate, suppress everybody to be under their feet, of which is not going to happen. That is what matters to them. That is, it doesn't matter what it takes. They are ready to sell everything in order to, allow Britain, to beg Britain to continue helping them to subjugate everybody, for them to be the Lord. But the jam rock, Iron Dome, I'm telling you honestly, in this generation of Biafrans, Oduduwans, and I also urge other indigenous people in Nigeria, like the Hausas, the Nupe, the TV, it doesn't matter, you call it Middle Belt, all other ethnicities, to rise up, because anytime you open the Nigerian news, what you hear is kidnapping, killing. 20 people killed by the same people, Fulani terrorists. 35 people killed in one community, raised down and sacked, and 85 killed. Every part of Nigeria, every part of the zoo. Who is doing this? The Fulani terrorists. Do you know one funny thing again they are doing now? The Fulani, they have representatives from 16 countries in Africa. Last week, they came on a meeting, secret meeting, organized by Mietiela, that terrorist group. We are seeing the outcome of their meeting. They are now kidnapping and killing more people, including more pastors and Christians, because they know that there is money. Now they understand. Once our prelate was able to give them 100 million naira without question, without argument, now they understood that. They understand. Oh, there is money. These people have money. So they re-strategize. They told their foot soldiers, kidnap all these Christians. It's part of jihad. That is what they said in their Fulbe language. Fulfude. Do you understand? Today we are seeing it. And another thing is that they are now changing tone. The Nigerian media, they are no more even virtually calling bandits. Are you hearing? What they are using now, the term they are using now is gunmen. Gunmen kill 50 in Zamfara. Gunmen kill 25 in Benue. They are now trying to change the narrative again. From bandits. Before it was Fulani headsmen, of which everybody know. The Fulani, and they agreed. Because there are proofs everywhere that these are the Fulani headsmen, the Fulani terrorists. Now they change to bandits, thinking that they will globalize it to every criminal in Nigeria as a bandit, to confuse Nigerians, because that is how they used to do. Because the Fulani, they believe that the indigenous people in Nigeria are the most stupid and foolish people on earth. So they can use anything to confuse them at any time. But as we are hammering here, an IPOB media warrior didn't let them to get away with that bandits. They now see that the bandits, everybody now know that bandits are Fulani. Because even the Fulani, they confirmed it. Because Sheikh Gumi, when he visited the so-called bandits several times, he was interviewed and he publicly accepted that more than 90% of the bandits are Fulani. It is a fact. The other day he said it also. He said that the Fulani that are killing, they are Fulani boys killing people everywhere in Nigeria. They just need a negotiation to be negotiated with, to be appeased. So it is not something that they deny. Do you understand? Now, what they want to do, they are using gunmen. It's a new thing now in a few days. What you hear now in Chinese television, in different Nigerian media is gunmen abduct. Gunmen killed 15 people in Ogun. Gunmen killed 13 in Ibadan, in Enugu, in Jeba. They are now trying to switch to gunmen. People should be at alert. Once they call the media heads, the media chiefs in Nigeria, because they're under their payroll. After all, even the media, the caliphate is in charge of the media. They will tell them, look, stop using bandits. Now, you'll be using gunmen. So that even an armed robber that maybe collected somebody's telephone in Lagos, he's a gunman. The Fulani terrorists that are maruading everywhere, killing villages, ransacking villages in their hundreds, killing people, slaughtering people, they will also be referred to gunmen. So that once you will hear that, gunmen struck in Alaba International Market, stealing somebody's phone, and he shot somebody and stole somebody's phone. In the headline, you will see gunmen struck in Alaba, for example. The same thing, you will hear gunmen struck in Ondo, killing 50. Now they confuse you that is reading. You will see that, oh, these gunmen, they are the same thing everywhere, gunmen. Do you see it? You will not know the difference between ordinary criminals and the Fulani terrorists. That is another thing, another way they have come. Biafran media warriors to be at alert. Do not call them gunmen as they want to start using. Gunmen. Please. I once again welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra Hausa service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. And today is the 15th day of June 2022. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. Do not forget that we are still on media confrontation with BBC. Please, do not forget that. You know, there is something somebody said one time that sometimes we behave like 15 minutes people, 15 minutes. Once something passes 15 minutes, we forget. We are IPOB, for goodness sake. We don't allow anything to distract us in our objectives, in our focus. Therefore, this media confrontation is still on against BBC because we have not achieved our objective. You know, IPOB, whatever, any goal we set, we achieve it. We continue calling and tweeting BBC, please. It is an order from IPOB leadership. It has not stopped. It was renewed. So, everybody, every Biafran should call BBC. Their call lines and Twitter handles are everywhere on the social media. You call them to ask them questions, but politely, as we are Biafrans. We are civilized. You know, an enlightened man is a civilized man. An enlightened person is civilized. People think that civilization, being civilized, is when you wear clean clothes, you ride in private jets, you have the latest car, 2023 model car. No. After all, monkey can ride private jet. Go and ask the Arab billionaires. They charter, they gather all their animals, exotic animals, and put in private jets, taking care of them more than human beings. Does it make them change their status? No. The answer is no. They still remain animals. They still remain orangutan. So being civilized doesn't mean that when you dress neat, you are civilized. No, it is about your character. It is about the way you reason. An enlightened mind reasons profoundly, is polite. That is who we are. Not like Nigerians. In Nigeria, everybody is mad. In Nigeria, virtually, people don't know, but in Nigeria, everybody is mad. Because the system made everybody to be mad. You touch somebody, react like acid. Why you say I'm sorry? Say even he slap you because of saying sorry. Can sorry heal me? You find out that everybody is virtually mad. No civility, nothing. Because that is how the system made everybody. And Britain wants us to be in that in that entity, to continue like that. No, this is not who we are. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Therefore, please continue calling BBC. We have not stopped. Please. Before I continue, let us pray.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwabiama, believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
Ise. Ekele dịrị gị Chukwu okike abịama for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is it. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers once again onto this hallowed platform. Today will be a kind of also interactive session where I will put out a question and people will start calling in order to give their views, their own personal views about this question. And that is, I've done this, I think, some time ago, and I want to repeat it. This question of Igbo presidency, I want to ask, what benefit will it bring to us as a people? This so-called Igbo presidency, what will it benefit us as a people? Be candid. Do not be afraid that, when you talk your opinion, people will say this. No. Only stand in your opinion and be ready to take questions or counter, narrative. Because here what we do is let superior argument win. That is it. Do not call and talk because others are calling and talking. Now you just call and say what they say. No, no, no. If you have any contrary opinion, please, I welcome it. Or candidly, I welcome it. Only that we can discuss in civility. That is it. Because we want to, everywhere watching. We run, we watch. We need to get views from our people. Sometimes to know whether we are the people wrong, whether IPOB is getting it wrong, or we are the ones moving at the wrong direction. Do you understand? Of which it is not. But this is the question that it will be the topic of our discussion. It will be interactive. But before I do that, I will go into some headlines, please. Some news headlines. Some headlines that make news. When you open Nigeria news media, you say, this is worrisome. It's really, it's fearful anyway. All you hear, all you see is killing. 10 people killed in Ondo, 15 in Benue, 45 in Jalingo, 18 in Katsina. Oh, killing. I understand now. Nigeria has a population, the most populous black race or black country. Let me, as officially. Now, they come with COVID-19, thinking that a black race will be falling on the streets. Have you forgotten the hysteria they generated everywhere? Thinking that black people anywhere, even in black Africa, people will be going on the street. You see corpses everywhere. And lo and behold, it didn't happen. Now, what they did is to allow these murderous frictions, the murderous Fulani, to continue doing what COVID-19 couldn't do for them, reducing the population of people. That is why I said this world is a survival of the fittest. If you are weak, you will be killed and you die. Your population, your generation is gone. Do you understand? Others will continue living. No person will go into the grave with you. No. That is why we are urging our people to be strong. Do not make yourself weak by only complaining, crying and complaining. As is it Pastor Yedeko say, God will fight that Europe will have nuclear weapon, but in Africa it's God that will fight for us. I say, look at. Do you see there is, when somebody like this says something like this, do you know what it means? It means that millions of people that believe him, that are following him, we say amen. And do you know what it entails? Everybody will go to sleep. They will not do what they're supposed to do. Instead, they see danger, Fulani terrorists coming, they will be praying, God, kill them. God kill them. Because God of Oyedepo. God of Oyedepo. Hey, God of Oyedepo. Do you see why we are doing what we are doing every Saturday? For critics of what we are doing. Are you seeing it? Do you understand it? They use this religion in order to dampen, to soften the brains of people of black race into stupidity. Rise up, they will not rise. Once you tell them to rise up, do something, they say, but our pastor said God will fight for us. So it's better, instead of rising off, he said the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. It is mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Therefore, we start entering fasting and prayer in order to pull down the strongholds, not knowing that our enemies are physical. Do you see why we are doing what we are doing? For people that don't understand why we have to dive into that place they use to chain the brains of our people. We need to dive into that. And that is what we are doing. I don't care about the criticism. I don't care. I don't care. Somebody, a high profile, there is sometimes I watch all these pranks on social media. It's pranks, a comedy, but sometimes it makes me to understand the level or the way people are, the way people's brains have been entangled. Somebody will come now, maybe in a show as a prank to do a spirit or to do as anything. Now the person will say, oh, God of choosing, God of choosing, I bind you. He will run inside to collect holy water, which they gave to, and not that they dash him, he bought it, and he'll be pouring for a prank. Oh, God of Oyedeko, I command you, God of Oyedeko. Oh, God. I say, Lord, Chukwu Okike, we are very far. Our people are still far, very far. Do you see it? Now, tell me, why do you think that it is not proper for us to be exposing all these things so that people will be coming back to their senses? If not for the preaching of our leader, if not for his voice that we have, many of us know that there is a problem in Nigeria, naturally, but we didn't know problem in Nigeria, even with Biafrans, that we have no place there. I am one of them, I know. But you don't know how to go about it. You don't know how to go about it. Sometimes you resign to fate. Just like somebody that has problem, maybe he has a nagging wife, or a family problem, a man that has family problem once he reach home, every time problem. Now, instead of facing the problem to solve it, he now start hitting the bottle. When he finish work, in order to avoid the problem, he will now pass through the bar and get drunk, waste time, so that before he reach, the whole family, wife, children, all of them will be asleep. He will enter and sleep. Tomorrow morning he will go out again to work. And do you think that is the solution? Do you think? Problem, you can never run away from problems in this world. As long as you are born into this world, you are in a world of problems. Problems are managed, solved and managed. You understand? Some are solved, some are managed. Where you get absolute peace is in the cemetery. Go to the cemetery. You go there, you see there is no problem. Everybody, no person worries nobody there. Everybody is lying, quiet. Everywhere is quiet. There is no problem. But as long as this world continues existing, as long as you are in this world, you must face problem. It depends on how you handle it. You either solve it. If it is really unsolvable, now you know how to manage it to your advantage, not to run away from it. You run away from your problems, you are deceiving yourself, because you are still facing it. It doesn't matter how you are still facing it. That is why our leader faced our problem head on. This problem, our collective problem, that many people have given up. Most politicians in our land, people in our land has given up. They have given up and say, no, this is our fate. It is God that do it. It is not God. It is the work of man. Therefore, it also takes the work of man in order to undo it or reverse it. And that is what we are doing. That is why IPOB don't only complain, we cry, and we do the thing. And that is why you see Biafrans in Belgium, in Brussels, doing the doing. Not only complaining. Do you understand? That is why you have to also take part in calling Britain, I mean BBC, the biased Babylonian Broadcasting Corporation. You have to call them. This is what you can do. Let me read some news headlines, please. There is here, it's the same thing. Fulani herdsmen planning to disguise as worshippers. Okay. This is IPOB warns Christian leaders. Fulani herdsmen planning to disguise as worshippers attack churches in Southeast. IPOB warns Christian leaders. The indigenous people of Biafra has sent a warning to the Christian community in the Southeast. Not only in the East, about plots by the Fulani herdsmen to attack churches in the region. The spokesperson, Yamal-402, who made this known in a statement, affirmed that the headers had already infiltrated commercial cities in the East. Yamal-402, who disclosed that the information was obtained by the M branch of IPOB, claimed that part of the plot by the herdsmen was to disguise as Christians and worship in churches, but their aim would be to attack the worshippers. He explained that all markets in Southeast were also targets of the invaders, just as he advised that the location should be adequately protected. That is it. The same way IPOB advised Kumuyi to call off his crusade. And maybe Monso Metroyaka, really Monso, and he understand. He didn't fall to the gimmicks of a CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, who were telling him, no, go, don't worry, go. Because they are part of the plan. Don't you know that all these CAN members, CAN priests that are CAN chairmen and this and that, they are called Muktabarets. These are people selected by the caliphates. They are under the payroll of the caliphate. That is what we are saying here is not we don't spread propaganda. This is facts. These are facts we are telling you here. They are called the Muktabarets. They are being paid secretly. You will see them secretly as Christians. They are defending the cause of Christianity in Nigeria. That is life from the pit of hell. What they are doing, they are, defending the cause of the caliphate, the Fulani caliphate in Nigeria. You don't know that? Don't you know that? Had it been Kumuyi came to that, strong-headedly came to that crusade, what happened in Ondo would have happened. That's why they changed and attacked Ondo Church, because they have planned it. So Christians should be aware, should be at alert. Do not be deceived by anybody telling you that God will protect you. No. Now we have nuclear weapon in this world. It is created by man. We have AK-47. We have AK-49. We have the Uzi. You have different types of guns. It is made by man for protection. So when you stupidly relax and say God will protect you, God will even leave you the way you'll be butchered. The stupidity of many people in this Christian religion. Now, you just like here in Europe, you go to na Europe. Now, they push it down to Africa. They just use Christianity as their identity, but they are doing the doing. They are acting as a human being. Whereas when they push it to Africa, now you continue calling spirit to come and protect you. No. You need to do the needful. Protect yourself. Churches, protect yourselves. Anywhere around this, protect yourself. And be in solidarity. Because that is what is lacking. Every day you are hearing they kill how many Christians in Zamfara. Other Christians they are not in solidarity with them. They don't care. Do you see the problem? Nobody cares because they put it everybody. It's not my denomination. Oh, didn't concern us. Now, what is the need? Sometimes I look at it, I say, what then is the need? Churches, you need to be at alert. If possible, bring iron detectors. Take iron detectors. People that stand guard. Armed. I say armed, physically armed. Not speaking in tongue. You speak in tongue, they butcher you. Do you see? Did you remember when Pastor Suleiman, when he spoke against the Fulani, telling people that Fulani that wants to kill him, they want to kill him, and he gave an ultimatum. He gave order publicly. He told the members, any Fulani man you see coming to do anything in this church, any Sunday or any day, as we are here, catch that person and slaughter that person. He said it openly. What happened? All hell broke loose. Nasir Rufai, all of them, they use Nigeria because that is what Fulani knows. They use the state power because they don't have their own power. They use state power. They use DSS, use Nigerian military looking for him. And Pastor Suleiman didn't stay and start speaking in tongues, say, Holy Ghost will protect me. No. He ran to Fayose, the then governor of Ekiti State. He ran to him and he was protected in the governor's house. That is physical protection. Do you understand? Let them stop deceiving you, saying that God will fight for you. God will never fight for you. It is you that should fight for yourself. Do you understand? Once you are making efforts, fighting for yourself, now God will see it and know that you are wise. He will give you more power, more energy, more brain to defeat your enemies. But when you fold your hands and pray, I'm praying, God will fight for me, you are stupid. God will leave you the way he left Esau. Do you understand? Esau. And Jacob deceived him. That's it. God loves smart people. People that use their brain. God loves them too much. I'm telling you honestly. People that make use of their brain. When you, for example, if you have a child, a kid, maybe a son, and maybe as 60 years old or 70 years old, you have a son of 40 something years, and that your son is always counting on his father to come and protect him in anything. People will fight him. A 40 something year old child, old son, and he will cry and come to the father, Father, go and beat these people for me. Are you not going? As a father, how are you going to feel? You will feel that, look, that Obama can one shot, that because it's not normal. When the child was a baby till even kindergarten, yes, till primary school, yes, no problem. You can be protective as a father. He will be counting on you to protect, calling on you, because you know that he never mature. But when you are of age, you don't need your father's protection. Instead, you'll be protecting your father even. Anything that wants to happen to your father, he will call you. I have a son. He will call you and you go and defend your father, not vice versa. That is what Nigerians are doing in Nigeria. Humanity has matured. Humanity has matured. That is why, when human beings that can build spacecraft to get out of this planet, to explore another planet, that is maturity. Now, if human being can attain this stage, this type of maturity, and you call God every time, something that you can, do you know explosives? You can, learn how to do some certain things in the internet, even on YouTube. Mix this, and it will work wonders. What is so common? And you still rely on God. God, come and protect me. Oh, enemies, they are coming to kill us. Come and protect us. God will leave them to butcher you. I'm telling you. Heaven helps those that help themselves. That is it. We must continue. Therefore, churches in not only in Biafra land, every part of the zoo, you have to be careful, be at alert. The days are evil. The fallen, they are not joking. They are in a hurry. If you understand. Therefore, we must continue. Another news headline is a price of diesel may hit 1,500 naira in next 2 weeks. Price of diesel may hit 1,500 naira in next 2 weeks. Are you seeing it? In a country that produces crude oil. Are you seeing it? Where there is no budget, no plan for human resources development. Never. Instead, it's consuming. They turn the people into dummies. Consuming, borrowing money for consuming, for eating. Money they are borrowing, the presidency, they are borrowing for paying salaries. Have you seen that country before? Do you see that Nigeria is in a total collapse? Do you know that? That is why Britain is trying to do something. It might look sophisticated and unbelievable, but the end justifies, anyway, what you are saying here. They want to put a collapsed Nigeria into maybe an Igbo man hand. Go and save now. I will come to that later anyway. I'll come to that later. You know, gone are the days when we just brush things, look at it myopically. Today, this generation, we analyze things and look at the results in the next 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. We analyze. That is how human beings should be. Not looking at the gain you are making. Now, this thing will be good. Now, if this man enter office now he will open door for, he will allow us to import goods. You know, I know this. What will it be? What will be the resultant effect in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years? That is what we should be thinking. We should remove this mercantile mentality of what we are going to get now. That is what have been putting us, what put us into this mess we are into today in Nigeria. The mess we are in. Because of everybody is looking for what he's going to get. Now everything is where I am. Everything is what you equal it to what you are going to get. That is why Nigeria is a mess. Look at what they call election. Also, I don't know whether it's election. Party delegates. Now it is the highest bidder. The highest payer. This one we pay $40,000 each per person. The other one we hire them. Higher than his own 65,000. And the people are watching this and just, how do these people get this money? Ikeda was just nothing. He was nothing before he entered politics. What is his job? What about Tinubu? How did there was one day they asked one of his spokesperson, how did Tinubu make money? He get all these billions. They move around. They didn't answer that question. This is something the population should be asking. How do these people make money? That is why you don't have electricity. That is why all this money they are saying, that is why you are suffering. Because all these billions and billions and trillions should be money that is rotating, should be rotating to the citizens. As a citizen, what have you gained? Because you are stupid. Do you understand? All this money they are paying during electioneering. Nigerians, the population are watching them, thinking that they are helpless, they can't do nothing. People should be asking and doing something. As that is why what we need is revolution, not election. Election is this so-called electioneering democracy, which Europe introduced into Nigeria or Britain, is a very smart way of moving people's stupidity into cycles upon cycle upon cycle. Election, and they are buying people, they are paying. Okay, I pay. They are no more hiding it. It's not hidden. When you talk, they say in a Nigerian system. Which kind of system is that? And intellectuals are there. Do you see how system creates human being? The system has created the worst type of human beings in Nigeria. Among the whole world, is the Homo sapiens you have in Nigeria are the worst type of Homo sapiens, whereby they have no more standard as human beings. It's very low. Electioneering is openly. Newspapers are carrying it. Oh, this person, the delegates are being paid the $65,000 each. So they voted and he won. What do you think that the person that bought votes and win election, what do you think that is going there to do? To take over your destiny and steal everything. That is it. That is why sometimes I say, because Nigerians are stupid, they are suffering. Everybody is suffering. That's it. And the politicians are enjoying. Instead of trying to change the situation or contributing to changing the situation, people going to, hide and try to be inside that evil and make money. And that is where religion thrives most. And you are telling me that there is nothing wrong? There is something, everything is absolutely wrong. He said diesel oil may hit 1,500 naira per liter in 2 weeks' time. Marketers alert Nigerians. Do you understand? Do you know that these people they call modular refineries or illegal refineries by individuals? Refining is something. It is not rocket science. There is separation. You separate all these things through temperature, high temperatures, cracking. That is it. Simple. But they make it in a way that it looks so big. You cannot. No, but do you know that if people are given license, little by little, okay, now the government controls this. If you want to if you have a technical know-how, come build your modular. How much will you be producing? You will be supplied with crude oil. Each person, or they give you the crude oil at a control price. Now you refine, and government will buy it back. You make gain, or government will make gain, or you sell and pay tax to the government. If they do it to 100,000 people, modular refinery, Nigeria it will not need any refinery again. Little by little refineries. Before you know, it will create job. It will be growing. But lo and behold, they use money, they go gigantic, build things that are not working. All these are ways of lavishing money, putting you into suffering. And the worst part of it, you continue going to mosque and praying, continue go 5 times a day, pray for Allah, for success, for Nigeria to better, for this and that. You don't know that it is still human beings that are suffering you. Those that are encouraging you to go to God, they are the ones suffering you, making you to suffer. Don't you know that? You go to churches to pray. Yeah, the pastor will tell you, no, count on God, let us pray. It's God. Promoting your story. You are suffering. And you are busy pursuing shadow. Here we heal it. That is it. So be at alert. Be warned. They say price of diesel may hit 1,500 naira per liter. That's it. Fulani militias kill 5, sacked 14 Enugu farm settlements. Community alleges. Say police only arrive after killings to carry corpses. That is it. Now in Enugu, that is it. They continue killing. These people are dead. They continue killing everywhere. The whole news is killing, killing, killing by Fulani headsmen. Do you understand? They kidnap Catholic church minister, Italy-based preacher. Do you see it? Because they now understand that there is money. If somebody can just pay 100 million naira, now they send a secret signal to the whole Fulani foot soldiers, the terrorists. Say, go. Do you how many pastors and reverend fathers, Christian pastors and reverend fathers, have they kidnapped? All these days since 1 week to 2 weeks now. After our prelate paying 100 million naira. Do you know what it means? That is why we always say you must be ready for to sacrifice. Do you know that if the prelate, I know life is sweet, but had it been the bishop saying no, he called the people, called his wife, say bye-bye, but do not pay fathom, let me sacrifice. Do not pay. He will quote Bible, say no, do not encourage evil by paying. Let them kill me, no problem. He will tell them openly, kill me. No, I'm not paying fathom. Do you know that he would have saved people? Do you know that? That is why they say, he who loses his life will get it. It's in the Bible. But they don't preach, they don't talk about all these things. Do you see how kidnapping of Christian pastors and clergymen have escalated since that time? Because that man paid an awesome sum of money, mouth-gaping sum of money, 100 million naira. And other Fulani, they call, they say, oh boy, hey, so you people don't hit. Oh boy, now wow, now pastors, they call, how many pastors they have been kidnapping? Tell you must pay. They give you big bill. And who are paying it? The poor masses, the poor church goers. Even the prelate, he said it. He said they collected kobo, half, 5 naira, 50 naira, 100 naira from people. If 5 million people pay, for example, 10 naira, it becomes 50 million naira. Just imagine. What about if they pay now 500 naira? You calculate it. So it is the people that are still suffering it. Oh, you hear they kidnap your pastor. Even if you don't have, you go and sell any of your properties in order to contribute. Do you see why you don't condone evil? Even if it doesn't, even if it never come to you, you fight evil. Even if it is happening in Zamfara, you fight evil. You fight them anywhere they are, because if you allow it, it will come to you. It will affect you directly or indirectly. Do you see? They kidnap Italy-based preacher. They will be, oh, say you come from where it happened, Italy. Yeah, nah. They will give him bill, and he don't want to die. He will pay, because the gates of hell have been open for them. Do you know the reason why you don't see, you hardly hear people kidnapping Americans anywhere now, unlike before? Because America made a policy not to pay ransom. Not to be cajoled. It might be difficult for the family members, but they are doing it, they did it to save future. You know, why I like them, they calculate for the future, not for you as an individual. You might suffer, yes, but they calculate the future. If we do this, it doesn't matter. Okay, we praise, we have paid, don't worry, you are alive, you'll be happy. But it will open gate of hell for others. Do you see the last American being kidnapped in Niger, brought to Nigeria by the Fulani terrorists during the Trump regime? Have they kidnapped another person? Other countries might tell you something in front, but at the back they will pay ransom. But America, they will use their technology. They use it. They go and liberated one American in northern Nigeria, where in Kano, and killed all the terrorists. Since that, and if they see, say, you American, I say, I beg. This one, no be market to, I beg, more than leave them. Do you see how things work? Do you see how things work? That is, the sacrifice is necessary. And that is why IPOB is progressing. We have somebody that brought himself to sacrifice. People have paid the ultimate price. And that is why Biafra agitation, we are progressing. We are where we are today. Do you understand? We must continue. We must continue. Now, let me read another headline before I go into the subject matter today. Southeastern Nigeria thrown into darkness as electricity distribution announces system collapse. System collapse. All these things, they know what they are doing, the caliphate, because they are do you see it? When they say the power concentrates in the center, they have your future. Ahmad Bello say, do not allow them to take charge of their future. That our future will be in their hands, our destiny. This is what it means. Oh, you want to register PVC by force? You are correct. Okay. They will off light and say, okay, let us see how your destiny will work. And they will tell you that it is a greed. Oh, it is they will come and announce something. It is affecting everywhere. So please bear with us. But they know what they are doing. Do you understand? This is one of the reasons we are fighting to control our destiny. Because we have no destiny in Nigeria. It doesn't matter who becomes the president. We have no destiny in Nigeria. I'm telling you. Okay. Gunmen kidnapped 3 pastors on their way to crusade in Kogi. Now, you see what I'm telling you? And demand 80 million ransom. Why wouldn't they demand 80 million ransom? We are immediately, their counterpart in Imo paid 100 million. So others will, and then use the bill, 80 million. And they will pay it. They will cough it out. Because they know now that, you know, these terrorists, they learn. They say, okay, there is money. Okay. And they will pay. But these are people that are preaching heaven. They want people to go to heaven. They want to go to heaven. This world is not their home. But they want to stay in this world and they will pay. Do you see how things work? Kidnap of clergymen, Christian clergy have escalated because of one singular act. 100 million and he paid. That's it. I'm not saying that he should have died, though. Please don't misunderstand me. But it's good to make sacrifice sometimes. Okay. They call it gunmen, but they are Fulani headsmen, Fulani terrorists. Suspected headsmen, naked women with paws on their heads, burn houses on attack, hometown on Nigerian singer Two-Face Idibia in Benue. It's now a normal thing. This news, killing by Fulani headsmen. Nigerians, they accept everything as normalcy. As long as it didn't happen, it never happened to them. They continue going about their lives. Oh, they say headsmen kill people. Now, wow. Oh, it happened where? In Benue. Now, wow, that Benue safe. Now, these Fulani people safe. Now, wow. Now, these people, they cause nuisance here. Now, wow. Make Obasaria. Oh, so Fulani headsmen, they kidnap people in Casina. Oh, now wow. Now you go yourself. Now wow for them. Another day, Fulani headsmen kidnap and kill villagers. 85 of them in Plateau. Now wow, these people. Hey, now this Fulani safe. Wow, make the leave people alone now. As he comments that 1 second, he forgets, he continue doing what he's doing. One day, maybe he's traveling to somewhere. Now he'll become a victim. Hey, or his brother or sister, direct. They call him, say, the Fulani headsman homie. He say, oh boy, I did hear this thing before, I don't even know what it be. Now, well, they say now my own brother, they still hold him now. I beg more na help. What thing we go do? As you are crying, now so and other people, you know, they are looking at it, listening to it as the same story, another story. From where? Oh, it happened in where? Oh, in data. I beg. The same thing. Until it will touch everybody one after the other. But is it normal thing for normal human beings? The answer is no. Our leader took a stand and taught us to act. Be proactive, not reactive. Reactive is when something happens to you, that time you react. But proactive is when something never happened to you, you hear you had it, you take precaution. You start acting without allowing it to come to you. Precautionary measure. Preemptive. No. Our people are not like that. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and trained IPOB into fighting evil, into being proactive. We don't wait until something happened to us before we start acting. No. We once we see something, a monster trying to grow anywhere, we start shouting, fighting against it, doing something against it, even if it's far away, thousands of kilometers, it doesn't matter. We fight it because if you allow it, it will one day grow and reach you. You understand? A Delta man in Borno laments demolition of his new house without notice, despite 32 years stay in Northeast state. I read that news, I laugh. And the man, he said he bought the house 2018. This one year, 2018. Upon what is happening in Borno, do you see how he's an Igbo man? Forget about a Delta man. He's an Igbo man. I read his name, something a Jebon or something like that. He's an Igbo man. This is how they act. 2018, he bought the house. And they gave him a warning. When he was building, they said, no, don't stop building. That is this and that. After he went and they discussed with them, they said, okay, continue, don't worry. They want him to suffer more. So that when he put his money, everything, finished building, that time he think that their life is sweet. That is the time the caliphate struck. 2008, upon what IP, if you meet him, you will say, now wow, I don't know what IPOB is saying, not true. Now, because it happened to him. The demolitions out which he finished building. He said he bought the land in 2018 and started building the following year, 2019. He finished the house of recent. And now they struck him. They know how to deal with you people because they know that you are stupid. As I'm talking, maybe others are buying lands in Katangura. Even in the villages being sacked by the Fulani, they will still go there buy land. Now forget. They think that they're smart. They're smart. Now business now. You will die there. That is it. You will die there. That is a. Look at Lagos commercial worker, sex worker lynched by customer. Friends for keeping Quran in pillow. Do you see that the jihad is open? That is what they preach to them in their mosques. It doesn't matter. This one happened in Lagos. Somebody carry a shower, come meet a shower in hotel, and after sleeping with the shower, he saw Quran there. He said, "What is Quran doing here?" And he himself slept with the ampe. With the shower, with the woman. And now he started beating and they killed the woman, born to in Lagos. It's no more in Zamfara. Do you see the danger? What I was saying before, when you see evil happening, it doesn't matter far away. Fight for it. Fight against it, I mean. Otherwise, it will come to you. This one happened in Lagos. Before you know it, tomorrow it will happen in the east. They will burn somebody, say, no, he speak against Mohammed. This one happened in Lagos. Do you see how it is? They will arrest the person, police will arrest him, and backyard, when Nigerians are 15 minutes people. Once the thing died down, after a few days, they will release him and even give him award. Say, encourage him. Look at how they encourage the killing of Samuel. Deborah and Samuel. They came out, the Fulani politicians came out openly to support. How do you think that we can be in that type of country? How do you think that any president can make a change in the ideology? How do you think so? Sometimes I don't know. Honestly speaking, it is a pity. Now let me go to the subject matter. It's an interactive session. It's a question. Igbo presidency, what benefits to us as a people? What will Igbo presidency give us as a people? Igbo presidency. After you call to say your view, you just give me your honest view. If you are on the affirmative or on the negative, just do not worry. Just speak out, and we can interact. I will make some points. If I tell you stop, let me say this, you stop. If I say you also debunk me, I can also debunk you. Callers can debunk also. Because here is just like a parliament, Radio Biafra, where superior argument is what reigns. Reasonability. That is here. But before I open my lines, please, let me say some historical facts for you to understand, because we need to remind our people historical facts about that zoo called Nigeria and the so-called governance, so to say. Let me start by saying, soon after Nigeria got independence, the Western region was in turmoil. Premier Ladoke Akintola and the Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the federal permanent parliament opposition leader, became embroiled in a protracted crisis. The leadership of the action group, I'm giving you some history, please, in that zoo. The leadership of the action group was formed by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, which formed the official opposition in the federal parliament, split in May 1962 as a result of the rift between the two party leaders, Chief Obafemi Awolowo and Chief Ladoke Akintola. Listen, please. The same month, that is May 1962, the Western House of Assembly was set to remove Chief Akintola after the party had earlier passed a vote of no confidence on the premier. In the party meeting, crisis erupted on the floor of the House. The majority expelled Chief Akintola from the party. Akintola was used by the Northern Caliphate in order to bring katakata in Western Nigeria. That is the Yoruba land today. Do you understand? I'm coming home. The majority expelled Chief Akintola from the party. The then governor of Western region, the Oni of Ife, Sir Adesoji Aderemi, demanded Chief Akintola's resignation as premier and named Alhaji Dauda Adegbero as his successor. Crisis erupted in the Western Nigeria, and this ended the region, the appellation, Wild West. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa led federal government. Intervened to curb the violence by imposing a state of emergency and appointed Dr. Moses Majekundumi, the Federal Minister of Health, as administrator, interim premier of the Western region on the 29th of June 1962. This became the first imposition of a state of emergency in Nigerian history due to heighten the level of violence. Are you listening? Following an alliance between Akintola and Ahmad Bello, Akintola was returned to power on the 31st of December 1962 in spite of protests by Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who requested fresh elections rather than reinstating Chief Akintola. Do you see Biafrans, Igbo Biafrans, all the time they are there to make peace so that Nigeria will progress. That is what Azikiwe played. Do you see it? I give him that credit. And that is why the coup plotters didn't kill him, because he didn't have anything to do. He didn't do anything wrong, honestly speaking. But Nigeria, Britain created Nigeria for a purpose. It's a business center. They didn't create it for people to progress. They created it for what is happening today, killing everywhere, so that you will be fighting each other. There will be friction everywhere, and no person will have time to tell the British that there is no meter, as they are stealing gas and oil in our land. There is no meter there. Do you see the summary of everything? Okay. By 1963, the plot between Chief Akintola, Alhaji Tafawa Balewa, and Alhaji Ahmad Bello was perfected, and Chief Obafemi Awolowo was arrested for coup plotting treason. His trial commenced in earnest, and he was alongside some accomplices convicted for treason and jailed for 10 years in 1963. Are you hearing the history? This again was the first alleged coup plotting and conviction in Nigerian history. Intent on totally decimating Chief Awolowo. That was infighting. Infighting. Yoruba against Yoruba. Who orchestrated it? The North. Ahmad Bello and Tafawa Balewa. They put confusion in brothers. That is divide and rule. It's not today, these people. They must see a willing tool that is very, very, very greedy in order to use him. And that is why they use Akintola. He wants to be on head. Instead of going low, going with Obafemi Awolowo, he wants to be the head. That is always the problem. And the enemies will enter. They put katakata between brothers. Okay. Intent on totally decimating Chief Awolowo. Chief Akintola, together with his Deputy Premier, Remi Fani Kayode, that is the father of this FFK you are seeing. That is why his father, Remi Fani Kayode, they call him Fani Power, both of Nigerian National Democratic Party, went into political alliance with the Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa's Northern People's Congress and the new political party known as the Nigerian National Alliance, and then it was formed. This is Kayode's father. He was a total saboteur of the people of Yoruba, but maybe some people don't know. That is why he's doing what he's doing. That man, you see, since I found out, you see, that man, I found out the type of person he is. I don't take his word as anything again. He's a complete spy. He will come to you and do as if he's with you. Even he will fight, pretend as if fighting your enemy. But he wants to get your confidence and get your secret. He will take that your secret, go and sell it direct to the caliphate. He started like father, like son. It's like that. You understand? Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe led NCNC, teamed up with incarcerated Chief Obafemi Awolowo's action group. Do you see? No matter what, our people, we hate injustice. Nnamdi Azikiwe teamed up with Obafemi Awolowo, who is in prison. Now, a remnants, they call the Northern Progressive Front, the Kano People's Party, the Northern Elements Progressive Union, NEPU, the United Middle Belt Congress, UMBC, and the Zamfara Commoners Party to form the United Progressive Grand Alliance, OPGA. Do you see it? All to salvage Nigeria, the situation. Every time, Igbo man is at the receiving end. They always take problems they don't start in order to save everybody. But what happened? It will backfire. Always backfires on Igbo man. And that is where I'm going. You understand? It will always backfire to the people. Do you understand? Now, in 1964, federal elections became due. Ethnic chauvinism, intimidation, and violence was part of the frenzied campaigning. Chief Remi Fane Kayode and Chief Akintola's campaign was almost entirely based on tribalism. For you to understand where tribalism started. After they color this and that, it started from them. Ahmad Bello write to these people. That is what is going on. That is the origin of tribal politics you are seeing today. When the elections were finally held, the result was a victory for the Northern People's Congress, yes, which won 62 out of 312 seats in the House of Representatives, while the NNA held a total of 198 seats. Indeed, Deputy Premier Remi Fane Kayode had famously boasted that there is nothing they can do. Whether they vote us or not, we will win. And that is what continued till today. Do you see it? Fane Kayode's father, he boasted, he said, whether go vote or you no vote, or it doesn't concern us, we win. Because they have written the result. And that is what continued till today in the Nigerian politics. That is it. This statement turned out to be true as massive rigging was orchestrated in the elections. Once again, this became the first pioneering act of election rigging by indigenous actors in Nigeria's history. The announcement of the rigged election results quickly sparked off unprecedented acts of thuggery, violence, arson, mass murders, and general acts of lawlessness in the Western region. Following the crisis, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe requested the military GOC to intervene and recognize the elections in the Western region to avoid the catastrophe. But the military high command refused, and Dr. Azikiwe was briefly held in house arrest for making such a request. Who are you? Yeah, the then president. Who are you? You don't know that Britain is doing something at the background. You want to stop them? They say, who are you? Leave everything. They arrested the then president briefly under house arrest. Without any resolution, and with Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa and Ahmad Bello as fellow conspirators, with Chief Ladoka Akintola and Chief Remi Fane Kayode in the massive election haste, nothing was done to curtail the violence, which gradually intensified. Daily mass murders and arson became routine in the Western region. In the midst of the constitutional crisis, the elections to the Western House of Assembly were conducted on 11th October 1965. The decline in constitutionalism and disorder accelerated with this election. Ironically, no state of emergency was declared. Instead, the federal government sent security forces to support the victory of Chief Akintola and the Chief Remi Fane Kayode's NDP. The violence and lawlessness in the Western region was to continue from 1964 until 1966. Are you seeing it? It was under these conditions that a section of the military finally struck and overthrew the government on 15 January 1966. Do you understand? Zik was never a party to Awolowo's going to jail. In fact, worked with the party of Awolowo. Rather, a Yoruba man by the name Akintola worked with Ahmad Bello to jail Awolowo, and sentence was handed to Awolowo by Justice Sowemiwo. He's a Yoruba man. All these are history, facts in history. I want you to remember. Therefore, the January 15, 1966, which was later termed the Igbo coup, was planned. The January 1966 military coup, which was later termed the Igbo coup, was planned because according to the majors, that is Emmanuel Ifajuna, Kaduna Nzogu, Adewale Ademoyego, Timothy Onwategu, these are some of the men. The men at the helm of affairs were running Nigeria aground with their corrupt ways. Ministers under them were living flamboyant lifestyles and looting public funds at the expense of ordinary citizens. The good intentions of these young military boys were demonized by the same Britain that manipulated them to go and save Nigeria. BBC labeled it Igbo coup. A similar scenario is currently taking place in Angakwante. A similar scenario to what I read is currently taking place in Nigeria. And Peter Obi is being beckoned to come and save Nigeria. All hope, oh, guilty, we save Nigeria. He went to number 10 Downing Street in London and came and resigned from PDP and set up. And now, God Almighty. There is something I wrote in my timeline, Jonah Raphael. Go and read it, please. You can understand better. A similar scenario is currently taking place in Nigeria. And Peter Obi is being beckoned to come to save Nigeria. The hidden powers holding Nigeria want to use him and later backfire on us Biafrans. In Nigeria, the Igbo Biafrans are always victims of their own goodwill and good intentions for Nigeria. But let us learn to prioritize saving our collective interest first before saving the wider Nigeria. That is self-preservation. You know, the mistake we are making is this. We consider ourselves, everybody as ourselves, that, oh, we are Nigerians. Whereas people, others consider themselves first as their tribe. First, he said, Ahmad Bello said the Northerners first. Northernization at the end, he didn't hide it. How are we still stupid and foolish in order to go and save the whole Nigeria? The best thing that is for us is to do what save ourselves first. Because anything Britain will backfire it. They want to, stem the tide of this IPOB agitation. So that after they will backfire it and call it the failure of Igbo president. Do you understand? Nigeria is not a normal country. Nigeria is not a usual country where, an innocent person, person with the capability and enthusiasm will go and save and salvage and work. It will work. Nigeria is meant for a purpose. It is a British business. People should not let it enter the skull of people's head. I don't know why our so-called politicians are so stupid. Always they want to salvage Nigeria. Always. And everything, they will carry the weight of the whole Nigeria. The thing will backfire not only on them, but on everybody. Everybody will be suffering. Do you hear the Ohanes and Igbo's a clip I used to play? They accepted us, the people, to be marginalized, just to save Nigeria, just to make sure that others will feel also to bring others up. Now they have to retard us, the people. Do you see it? Do you see what Nigeria means for us? Are we going to be there and continue watching foolishly without raising awareness? What we do here is to raise awareness to tell you where the end game will be. It is not good to sell our future because of 4 or 8 years. Look beyond the 4 or 8 years. Please look beyond that. Look, just reason beyond that. Reason beyond the 4 or 8 years. What will happen? That is how reasonable people calculates. Not, oh, let us and you sentiments, because they see this our sentimentality as a weak point. Let us stop saving a wider Nigeria and save ourselves first. Do you understand? Because that is what others are doing. This saving in Nigeria will become sacrificial lambs in saving Nigeria. When shall we learn? When shall we learn from history? Nothing we have. Nothing. Look at how they cut a light in the whole of our region, in Biafra land. They said, no, they give one flimsy excuse. Are you going to challenge them? They have everything. Because we always try to save Nigeria. They know that anything they will tell you, do this for unity of Nigeria. Do you understand? They built a navy in a desert in Kano. When you want to talk, our so-called political elites, they say, no, it's for the unity of Nigeria. Leave it. And they say, okay, unity of Nigeria. Okay, no problem. They marginalize us in employment. When they want to talk, say, no, it's a unity, so remember you the unity of Nigeria. Do not complain. And Hari, every time the same thing. You go and carry the problem of Nigeria, thinking that it's Nigeria. Whereas others are doing their own thing, preserving themselves. You are preserving everybody. How foolish you are. That is why I want to ask this question. I will open my lines, please. Asking this question. This Igbo presidency, what will it benefit us as a people? What will it benefit us? I want people to call, to talk, to tell me what they think. This so-called Igbo presidency, the tension is high, the expectations are high. It will come. Yes, this person is very brilliant. I said in a normal country, this person, Igbo presidency, because they are not Igbo presidency, but is meritocracy normally. People are branding it Igbo presidency. No. It is somebody that merits it. He knows and merits it. You understand? If it's a normal country, our people have the enthusiasm to work, to build a country, but we're in a wrong place. That is why we are campaigning for Biafra, to restore Biafra. So that this zealousness, this zeal that we are misplacing, this zeal that we are misplacing, destroying in Nigeria, we will use it to build our country. When you see people like even Peter Obi, you know that he's a bright person, naturally. If, for example, under Biafra, somebody like that, the way he, you just like Thomas Sankara. Because any person that wants to build a country, he will first of all start from him, reducing the cost of governance. That is the reality. The motorcade, the entourage that is following you, you reduce it. Everything, you reduce it to the barest minimum. That is it. But it cannot work in Nigeria because they will sabotage you. Britain will deceive you. Come, save Nigeria. You are bright. Oh, yeah, come. But you don't know that the M15, the M16, their secret service, they are using you in order for them to demonize you later, so that the consequences will be on your people. I don't know why our people. Sometimes I cry for our people. We are naive. We are naive. We are naive. I'm telling you honestly. Nigeria that have been destroyed, our Kashigoya. We are a country that is borrowing money just to feed. Do you understand what it means? Nigeria borrows money not to manufacture, not to do anything, but to feed, to pay salaries. It's a completely failed state. Somalia even doesn't do that. Do you understand? Until when are you going? It's a failed state. Now, Adokashi etinye na konyi boya. From there, emezie sabotage. You can say, right now, Igbo people riots, bidobu and Igbo. The same thing. People will not learn because of greed, because of lack of political calculation. All that matters to them is to be in that point, to be in that apex. It is high time we learn. I will open my lines, but before that, I'll go into a few minutes break. Please don't go away.
And I'm home to stay. This is
Please don't go away. I'll be right back.
Buried for 50 years, Britain and BBC shameful role in the Biafran War. Under the camera lens of BBC, 1 million children starved to death, women raped, pregnant women killed, their stomach slit open, and unborn babies removed and slaughtered right before BBC camera lens. And all this was done by Fulani terrorist government of Nigeria. 50 years later, BBC is trying to rewrite history. They are now calling the victim of genocide the killers. And BBC, an accomplice of genocide against Biafran people, is now called a saint. IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of indefatigable Mazi we are back to set the record straight. And now we are taking the battle to the doorstep of BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. Biafra Worldwide Phone Call Campaign Alerts. Now listen, be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Say, hello, my name is, then you tell them your names. Then you say, I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victim of genocide. Number one question, why is BBC always twisting facts and covering up genocide against Biafrans by Fulani in Nigeria? Number two question, when will BBC make a documentary about the ongoing genocide by the Fulani in Nigeria? Number three, why is BBC shamelessly investigating the victims and not the perpetrators of genocide? Number four, why is BBC broadcasting fake documentary to intimidate the victims of genocide? Number five, take down your concocted fake documentary against the victims of genocide, the Biafran people, and stop lying about us. BBC and UK government, we know that you are the real enemy hiding behind the Fulani terrorists and orchestrating genocide in Nigeria for the sake of oil. Now we tell you, stop your shameless policy of plundering and slaughtering Biafran people. Now listen and pay close attention. This campaign against BBC Broadcasting Corporation will start on the 6th of June till the 1st of July 2022. And these are...
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, and our lines are now open. I will like you to call, please, to give me your view, your candid view with reasons. If need be, I can interject or ask questions. Give me your candid view. To call the Igbo presidency, please. I will love you to call. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. I have a first caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mazi, Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There we.
Yeah, my name is Iken, calling from Oduduwa, from Lagos.
There we.
Thank you for the wonderful analysis, as it has always been. We thank our leader also for providing gallant men, providing men which have taught a lot. No matter where he is now, I know that he's not regretting anything because he left people, more gladiators on ground. And Mazi, according to our topic today, I called in the morning and I was saying something about David Umahi. That man can never be tasteless for blood. He lost, and he lost. We thought maybe he will go and hide his face, but the anger in him came out more. They were talking about voting for Atiku so that 2030 something they will give us Igbo presidency. Mazi, this is just to show people the way that man is going to kill people in our land again. He is going to come back this time because they already know. As somebody like me, I have never even gotten PDP anything voters card because since when I was small, I never believed in anything in this Nigeria. I never believed in it for even for one day. Even for one day, I have never believed in this country. Even for one day. So, according to what is going to, this is just what my mind is telling me. According to what is going to go in East now, many people, all these clergy, they want to see Hana for someone away Hana for saying no PDP. That day, people will go out to go and vote for PDP. And David Umahi and his those people that can never be tasteless of power, they will come out that day and kill our people. This is what is going to happen that day. So for people that is talking about Igbo presidency, for this Igbo president, from my own side, it will be the worst thing that will ever happen to our race. This Igbo presidency, I don't know if only I will see a way to stop it.
Can you give your reason why it will be worse, please? Can you elaborate more, please?
Okay. Talking about this Takia, our leader have opened our eyes in this Takia of 18. These people, they will say that we are looking for Igbo presidency and they've given it to us. I was telling somebody that even if P2B want to rule, is P2B going to be in Aso Rock and also be in this Owa massacre where when they went to church and kill people? I asked him again, if P2B is the presidency, is the president? Is he going to be in the Kaduna where they are slaughtering people? I tell him that I tell people that if P2B should mistakenly enter that power, they are going to kill people in this country anyhow. What happened in the time of Jonathan? Because our people can forget easily. That one is just a cup of tea. Suicide bomb, the way they are going to kill people, they will frustrate that man. And the worst part is when they are frustrating him, they will be putting the blame on us. And we are going to be the one that is going to be killed. They will use him again. They will use this same P2B that we are saying. God forbid, though, because I'm saying God forbid because I know the consequences. They are going to use him and get what they want. Finally, they used Obasanjo. They were there since in power. They did not declare Sharia law. They now brought Obasanjo, used him to declare Sharia law. That one, everybody close eye in that one because after all, he's not a Muslim man, so no problem. He's the one that declared Sharia, no problem. Mazi, are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please, Mazi.
Okay. During the time of Good Luck, after when they were rumoring OIC, Good Luck was the first person that attended that OIC meeting. And they now talk, and he's a Christian, no problem. Maybe the Sharia law all over the zoo, it is going to be Jonathan that will give it to them. That thing that make them to bomb that thing And that's like those people are demanding for. Those Fulani terrorists, which they come back, they are demanding for. That's the thing that they're always demanding for. It's going to be this Igbo Efulefu that's going to give it to them. And that time it will now be I'm just going to happen to this country if an Igbo man claims that seat. That is my own opinion.
Thank you very much. There were, and you're on the right track. There is something people also fail to understand. You know, in a place like Nigeria that is not that is not independent, when a president enters power, he has to work with cabinets. He has to appoint cabinet members, ministers, and the cabinet members, advisors, security advisors, different types of cabinet members. That is where things start happening. Because a president in a place like Nigeria, you know, Nigeria has no structure, has no institution to carry out things by its own. Nigeria is not like, for example, France or Britain, whereby if you want to put a 40-year-old man to be prime minister, there are strong institutions already there that even is just like let me call it autopilot, but in the right path. Anything that he wants to do, everything is already there. It's just like a moving train. So there is nothing to worry about, because things are there to checkmate the president or the prime minister. Nigeria is not like that. Nigeria is a place whereby what matters is the person that is there. You big men, not bigger institutions. So before you choose, there are people you will choose. Now, as a president, when you go out to do something, this and that, they will block you. They say, no, no, no. You ask why, they'll say, no. You see that minister you put is not our people. America can tell you that. Secret Service. No person we know. In Europe, they will block you. Anything you have good intention. You have a capability. But in Nigeria, that is for a normal country, but Nigeria is not a normal country. Let me pick this call, please. I don't want to continue. Let me play. The caller on WhatsApp, hold on, caller on direct line, please. Welcome to the program. Oh, the line cut. Why? Now, caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program.
Jonathan, good evening from me. My name is Chukuma. Mazi, thank you. I'm a bit down.
Sorry.
You asked a question. What is our benefits in the so-called Nigeria that they are now trying to bring, what is his name, Peter Obi? Yes, Peter Obi is educated, he has been in business. But let me say something this night. Peter Obi is against the Biafran actualization. Let me be frank with you. We must surely stop this man. Because in Igbo adage, ofu osisi adịghị eme abọ. Ife Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe maali, Peter Obi amaria. And in ife na-ekwu ife abụ Peter Obi Wegolu president. I'm sorry, please. If the presidency is given to Peter Obi, I'm telling you, the cabal, it's very easy for them to Fulanize and Islamize the whole country. I'm telling us the truth. So we must stop at nothing to make sure Peter Obi is going to, what they call it, Egypt, to go and do what? To go and learn
Mazi, can you hear me? Can you give your reason, as you say, if the presidency is a Igbo presidency, now the cabal will stop him? Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, let me start from the Constitution of Nigeria. The present Constitution of Nigeria, Igbo is not even mentioned here. That is number one. Two, in terms of religion, we have, it is mentioned about Muhammad, about Quran, about Sharia, about Grand Qadi, and so on and so forth. But it is not mentioned in our Constitution, Church, Christ, Christian, Bible. It's not mentioned there. This is to show us that we are not part of this country. The so-called cabal or the northern Nigeria, the Fulanis knew that we are not part of them. And the constitution we are using did not recognize us. What are we going to do there? Okay, Jonathan, who wanted to build maybe education institutions in the north, you see the rubbish him. Obasanjo, as we are talking, who gave them Sharia. Obasanjo said that Sharia will die a national death. I quote him. What is happening today?
Sharia
and they said, okay,
is going all
Sharia
over, is trying to expand all over the zoo.
Just get patient. They said the Sharia is for the Muslims, but they continue killing and hanging the Christians in the north. Even the one that happened in Sokoto of recent, and they are saying it is right. And you see some
Mazi, yesterday, the one call girl was killed and burned to death in Lagos because she's having the Soul Quran in her house, and the person that started this, that did that, is the customer. One of a terrorist customer. Yes. That's it. In Lagos, so it's no more in Zamfara. In Lagos. Do you believe that?
I'm coming, my brother. My brother. And nothing happened in Lagos. It will happen in Enugu. Nothing will happen. It will happen in Port Harcourt. These people are coming in. They told us that Islam has taken over this country. And now they are bringing, just listen carefully. In Kaduna, El-Rufai picked a woman from southern Kaduna who she is a Muslim, that is as deputy. Nothing happened. Now Tinubu is trying to pick a northerner who is a Muslim. And Ajuso Kanu today was saying that there's nothing bad there, that Tinubu, the wife, is a Christian. You see how our people behaves. I don't know when our people will react. That please, I'm telling our people, P2B is Sabo. I'm telling us the truth. Original Sabo is going to learn how to give us electricity. Let him go back to the history of this country, please, and study. From the beginning, maybe they say 1914. He should go and study what is happening here, because I don't think he knew anything about this country. So that he will not mislead us. And they are killing us every day. Now see, they have now shifted to the pastors, bishops, and so on. That is, they make money there, they buy their arms. It's not hidden. Because these people, they use everybody. They use the bishops, they use the pastor, they use the politician. No one is talking. And before they use you, they must corrupt you first. P2B has a case with EFCC. If you people don't know, I know. He loaded cash in a pulling van from Anambra to Lagos, and he was caught. He should explain what happened on that process to us.
Mazi, let me come to that before you round up. We are not per se fighting against anybody, P2B or anybody. It is not our duty. You understand? What we are saying here is what matters to us. Where are we going to be? You can have good intention in order to come and save Nigeria as an Igbo man. But, ignorantly, you think that Nigeria is a normal country whereby you just come and have access and do anything you want to do to salvage. It is impossible. It's impossible. There are blockades. Also, they can use you in order to achieve something. They can use you. As the first caller said, when Sharia didn't come until a non-Muslim entered there, a Yoruba man, in the name of Obasanjo. Had it been Sharia was being talked about or agitated for during the reign of maybe Yaradua or any Fulani Hausa person, a Muslim, hey, we break loose in Nigeria. But they put the person before they made agreement with him. This is what we are going to do. We use you as a figurehead to get this. And he accepted because they are all greedy. If P2B or any person that enters there with good intention, there is little he can do. They only use you to sabotage you, to make you fail, so that they demonize the same thing, the same way the good intentions of the 1966 first coup plotters on January 15th. The same way. They want to save Nigeria. They want to save the Yoruba from collapsing. The chaos there. But after it befell, it's BBC that labeled it Igbo Q, and it befell upon our people. We are the receiving end. That is why we are talking now, in order to tell our people what happened before and to take precaution. That is the only thing. I don't care. Politicians say they are all looters. This and that is not the details I want to go into. Only let us look beyond 4 or 8 years. That is it. Mazi, please go on and round up.
Yes, I'm rounding up by saying P2B has not told us what they told him there in is it Queen's Palace
Downing
or what
Street,
you
10
call
Downing
it?
Street in London.
He didn't tell us. And what they told him made him to switch over to another party, Labour Party, that has no structure anywhere. And even if all the Igbos cast their vote for P2B and the spring, what they call a Sharia Chief Justice, he will do the same thing he did in Imo State. So what I'm saying is that P2B, our people wants their own nation. And if you go against it, you are going against us.
Of course.
For a tree cannot make forest.
There was.
Or he Biafra.
Almost a Biafra. Thank you very much. Thank you. What I'm saying is this. Imagine Igbo presidents. Imagine that, okay, the person is an Igbo president, so-called. What is the benefit? That is what I'm saying. Caller on direct line. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi.
There we go.
Mazi, my name is Chika from Odingwaba, but I recall from Benin, Cotonou, precisely, Mazi. Mazi, program Abala would Awache Mazi. Mazi, I go to Hananeku. Nigeria, our Kanye. We don't belong to Nigeria because according to the constitution, Mazi, the constitution of Fulani is acting according to what is inside that constitution. And the constitution has given them power to show that Nigeria belongs to them. Both their religion, everything about them was entirely provided in that constitution. But we are off. That is why they are doing what they are doing. And everybody has already known that the zoo, Islam has taken over. That is the reality, Mazi. Now, I will explain. If this man happens to be there, which I know he's not going to be there because Labour Party can never even win a local government. Starting from where this man comes from, Labour Party never win any state governor because of how much to win the zoo overall. And you know the truth that he's going nowhere. Eventually, if he enter their margin, they will use this man to achieve whatever they want to achieve. Because our people, this man is going to play for the sake of interest of one Nigeria. Let him be. The same way this Ohanese have been doing for the sake of interest of one Nigeria for peace to reign. They offer us to the author of slaughtering to maintain one Nigeria. Man, that's what this man is going to do. One Nigeria can never favor us because this man is not going to change the ideology of Fulani saying that they own Nigeria. which they have been saying everywhere. Everybody knows about it, but they pretend they are deceiving themselves as if they don't know. This man is not going to change the policy because Sultan of Sokoto are the one deciding whatever that are happening in that zoo. This man is not going to change the policy to remove Sultan of Sokoto. So he's not going to make the Sultan of Sokoto not going to be the head of every leadership in that zoo, both national rulers and religious and any other leadership man. You see? So there's no how this man can make all this happen. And again, Mazi, this man cannot make the policy that will make us have seaports in our land and international airport. He knows, and he cannot do it because the Sultan of Sokoto, Fulanese, they have already decided how we are going to stay. They are the one having our future. They are the one having our destiny in our hand, Mazi. This man cannot push on everything because as he's going there to stay, the constitution has already prepared through Absalom Ibaka. That is what is going to guide him, and he can anything, Mazi. So this man going there, it will be a heavy problem more than Jonathan, who was there as a Biafra, cannot even cough. Jonathan was there 6 years. He's not even attempt to cough. They push him out. He's always going to be the worst, Mazi. We know what we are talking about, Mazi. So that's how it is. Fulani mentality of old Nigeria. This man cannot change it, and he can never question the Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto, he cannot question. Yeah, he cannot remove him there. So as long as Nigeria remains, Nigeria belongs to Fulani, and they are fighting through the constitution because the constitution have given them the power. Because according to what has mentioned in that constitution, both Islamic everything, that is what they are fighting, and they know that Islam has taken over Nigeria, and they are coming to fulfill because in that zoo, Nigeria, where a country that are driving into law, because I have never seen any country in this world that are moving into law, that have been governing themselves into law and in a country, only one country. Now, one must overall order. And now the one that is going to overall everyone in that zoo is that Sharia. Because one must one must obey order. And that Sharia must overall every other area of that zoo. So the Sharia must be on top. And that Sharia, who is that Sharia protecting? Who is that Sharia guiding? It's not Islam. So they must overall. And when they overall, chicken is finished. Mazi, that is the real answer. Islam has taken Nigeria. That is the real answer, Mazi.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Mazi. Good night.
You made a valid point there. No, none of them never say how they will curb this ideology, Fulani ideology of their own Nigeria. How are they? No. Everybody is saying he's highly moral about I will do this. How the same thing. They never tell you, okay, how are you going to curb this Fulani headsmen? Whereas they have been impregnated with the ideology that they own Nigeria. They used to say it. Their politicians used to say that all forests belong to Nigeria. In short, everything belongs to Allah. That no person carry land come out from womb. Do you see where they are going? So, I will do this. I will turn water into wine. How are you going to, first of all, curb this madness of the Fulani that they didn't own the land? How? Caller on signal, welcome to the program, please. You have been here for 15 minutes. Can you hear me? Call on signal. Caller. Mazi, go on. Are you not listening? Go on, please.
Okay, Mazi. My name is Rumen Chidebere. I'm calling from my location, Mazi. Mazi, before I go on, I will not fail to recognize the only leader we have, if not in the whole world, Mazi Ukukano, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, prisoner of conscience, wherever you are. You see my greetings, Mazi and Deo. And I also have to thank our brothers, our gallant men and women who made us proud yesterday and today in Brussels. And our HOD, Mazi Chike Doziem, Udochukwu Ikaba and Aderege. And Mazi, going on your topic, Mazi, to me, the worst two things, Igbo presidency or whatever, or P2B Igbo presidency is a direct sabotage to our struggle. I'm not meaning saying well, it's a direct sabotage to our struggle. But I know they will fail because they've already failed.
Can you expatiate a bit? How?
Thank you, Mazi. I like that question. P2B was a PDP member. And he was in PDP championing for Igbo presidency, and he received support. Even the party he was contesting under, PDP, was trying to come out under, never supported him. This party structure never even supported his ambition. Now, the British, who are the game masters, who has never supported anything that has to do with Igbos. We were killed 1967 to 1970 with their BBC camera, with their everything. They hide the whole information from our people. From history, we know that British is against anything that has to do with Biafra. They don't care because it's crystal clear. Their British High Commissioner then, I can't remember his name, he said that the blood of the dead bodies of 500,000 Biafran children cannot even make Britain to change their policy on Nigeria and Biafra Igbos. He's there. So all of a sudden, they beckon on him. He went to down the streets, discussed with them, and the result of the discussion is hidden. Nobody knew. He came back only to drop a resignation letter. First, he said he is no longer contesting. And I will follow the speech. He said the presidential ambition he has for Nigeria is not what, like his ambition to become Nigeria president is not a do or die affair. He said it when he was under PDP. He resigned. Now pick up Labour Party. Now he's in Labour Party. What structure can make Labour Party win Nigeria presidency and present Nigeria that you and I know? We are in the country. We know what happens in this country. PDP and APC is the two Labour Party. And APC here is telling you they are not even in support of Christian Muslims. They are pushing for Muslim tickets. So to tell you the mindset of the people you're dealing with, that they don't even have, the Muslims don't even want to share the territory of Nigeria with Christians. But it's quite unfortunate that the Christians don't understand. Unless P2B is telling us that he's a great man. In a same nation, he's the type of leader that people crave for. But Nigeria, it can't be possible. Unless he's telling us today that he will do the same thing, what's it called? House of Femi Bajabiamila, the House of Rep member, did before he was given the House of Rep. He went to make a Buhari to turn to Muslim, a Christian, a former Muslim. He entered Christianity before he became House of Rep. He now went to turn back to Muslim. Unless P2B is telling us that he's going to take up such, then we will know that it's the caliphate. But apart from that, it's a game between him and few persons and the British to make sure they bring down the damper on the struggle that we have brought so far. Our leader is in DSS, Don John P2B as an Igbo man, vying to lead the Igbo people, which the same man in DSS custody is among. Because our leader is an Igbo man, and P2B is coming from Igbo extraction. He has never for one day made even a single speech as regards to the man that is fighting for his own freedom and even the freedom of him being P2P. Rather, he will go and start celebrating with celebrities, those he will give money, those they know that they can capture the minds of the gullibles. Has he called for a town hall meeting? Is it not how it's being done in a sane nation when you want to rule? You call a town union meeting, town hall meeting in Igbo land. People will come. You will not sell to them what you have. But no, it's in Abuja, Egypt. It's quite unfortunate that our people up to now never, few of them, because I know that the Umuchineke, I must say, we know where we are going. No distraction. P2B with his 2023 presidential election, we have nothing against him. If he succeeds, good and fine for him. But I'm telling you that it's a direct sabotage. And we must, as a people, look inward to know the actual intent of him coming at this very point in time when he knows that Nigeria can never ever be revived. No matter what you do, he knows. Are you going to change? Is P2B going to be the commander-in-chief of, as a commander-in-chief of the armed forces as they claim, a figurehead? Because Jonathan was also commander-in-chief of the armed forces, but he was unable to even purchase arms as commander-in-chief from other nations. Who are those people that made it impossible for him? Is P2B going to control Babangida? Is he going to control Obasanjo? Is he going to control all those generals that are still there? Both the one unseen and unseen that are still there, milking the nation with sole agenda. And I must say this, let me use this opportunity to say this, sir. You see, our Yoruba nation brothers, they are trying to be in tune with what we are doing, but I must say it clearly that you see their leaders, the same way I see the Fulani is the same way I see their leaders, because the hatred they have for the Igbo, should I say the envy or jealousy they have for the Igbos, it didn't start today, and they always show it in every opportunity given to them. I must say this, because if you see their antecedents, if you see their actions and inactions when things happen to Igbo people, they are the first people that will even go and give that advice. Once they go and give that advice, they will go and hide as if nothing is happening. The Fulani now will act on the advice and begin to call Fulani. All of them, both our Igbo politicians, most of them, all of them are together in this Islamization agenda. And people are looking at it as if it's something that has to do with P2B come, it will end. No, it's never going to end. PVC will not solve your problem because in Nigeria system is selection. Nobody will give you the power. People that are even, their ruling party is not supporting Christian Muslim candidates. They are pushing for Muslim. How would you now think that they will give a Labour Party, a Christian president, power to go and push, to come and push back what they have labored to do for you? They are jihadists. It's impossible. The earlier our people wake up, the better for us, and stand for a referendum, which is coming soon. And our leader will be released on 28th this month. No two ways about it. We are going home.
Yeah, well.
No, before, in conclusion, Mazi, in conclusion, I'm going to put down because I'm going to we are trying. I believe or do easy. Nda wotara mmụọ ha gaa Brussels gaa mee ha mere ha emeela ihe ha kwesịrị ime elu na ụwa alụ n'olu ọkụkọ na-eji mkpụsịrị akụkọ sị ihe a ga-eti ahụ ka eme ya nwa ya hapụ ya beta ọkụkọ ụwa n'olu ya eto nwere ofe ajọ ntọrọ ịrịọ our people anya ọbụ ndị a na-elekwasị anya n'ụwa ụwa niile na-ele anya anya ị hụrụ ihe awụ onye a na-ekwu ibe ya na-ekwu onye a na-ekwu ibe ya na-ekwu onwe onye chọrọ ige nke ibe ya kwuru ihe a ga na-enye awa pepụrụ nsogbu anyị bụ onwe anyị eziokwu ile ihe mere na ngagharị iwe anyị gagara echi na taa ị ga-ahụ na ịbụrụ mgbe onye isi anyị na-ekwu okwu ọ dịra ndị mmadụ difikọt ikwuru dan n'anya ntị radaga anya ahụ onye a na-efu ihe ọfụta onye a na-eme mgbe ahụ dị meseji The people you're sending to receive the message. I see command and control. Oh, they will reserve only shy or I can command the one matter because I follow the whole program. The Gauta come to the like this. I'm not trying for much. I value. I go back like the Shiva Shibia. I'm not allowed, but for subsequent time.
There, woman. Thank you. Here a group of people. So sometimes it's not how you see it on video, because the noise you're seeing, wherever there are thousands of people, there must be noise. The noise you're hearing also, when somebody handles a phone videoing, any people that are beside him or him talking, you will hear them. That is the truth. That is the truth. And it is rally. So I don't think that there is anything reproachable. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you loud and clear. I'm watching it again. Am I coming out clear?
You are coming out crystal clear. Go on.
Okay. Do the again one mother. Ya the praga na ma. Eke ketrage ihe ọma ori ere trage ihe ọma. Ọ na-afọ ihe ọma ga-emere gị. Unu jisi ike na ọ dịghị mfe. Onye asị jide nke o ji na nke o jide mma. Aka bụkwa nwanne gị unstoppable si ibe. Maazị akwụ na-ekwu n'abalị a na mbụ before ma bidogodi etoghị n'ihe a isiokwu ajụjụ ejụrụ. Ana m ekele ụmụnne m ndị gara ndị wepụtara onwe ha, as many that volunteer themselves to 1 million man march. I pray that we supply them with all their needs. I pray that they will live to see Biafra. And the more we are pushing forward, we are not yet there. We'll keep on going until we are there. I thank them so much. May Chukwu Kikabiama keep on strengthening them. Especially Mazi China Samoru and Mazi Chike Doziem. Everybody working assiduously that we will restore our dear country. May Chukwu Kikabiama guide and protect them. Mazi, nihi no na ajụjụ ya gbasara nwere anything I nwere ike imete from this country called Nigeria. It's just like a broken bottle. A broken bottle that can never. I try my possible best one day to come and get me one amend my breaking plate. May we spare glue with everything. Yeah, just for 1 week. As I made the first day, you can never bring it back the way it is. I tried to make it to be possible. It didn't work. That is how Nigeria is. Our brother Peter Obi is coming out because Mazi told him something. We said something in our dictionary. There is nothing like forgiveness. Peter Obi know that he has soiled his hand. He has committed. Even the security that people did not know that Peter Obi have committed. And he is looking away that he will align with the enemy to finish the work which he has started. Mazi Peter Obi knows that even though that he succeeded, they give him a president of Nigeria. He knows that he will linger the agitation of Biafra. That is what he is pushing on. Which I know that will never allow them to succeed. They will, because Mazi Nnamdi Okukano is say anything, any step they take, push us more going, push us more afar, make us to achieve more of our target. They will never succeed. But there is one thing, and again, I want to remind them. They think that we are, all of us are selfish, all of us are stupid, all of us that we don't know what we are doing. But let me remind them. As a good student of Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, Mazi says in the 2015, 2016, says the more we gather, the saboteurs are rising. And our work is to identify them. I know that they are still hidden. No matter how long it takes, they will see surface in due time. P2B will never succeed. Nigeria will never succeed. All I know is, at last, all we have Biafra. Mazi, we will keep on going. I succeed to go to P2B president. P2B will never do anything. They will never allow P2B to do anything. Even Hametro allowed Jonathan got too far. That the P2B, they will never give him a breathing space because they will never allow what happened to them during Jonathan to happen to them again. They have their target because in every sector, in every power of Nigeria, they are sitting there, which they will not allow P2B to reshuffle that power. They will not allow P2B to remove an inch of that power which they that have entered their hand. So, Mazi, we know their plans. I need declaration. When I was listening to it, they said that the only people they are afraid of is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB. And they are working assiduously to use our brother to encounter what we are doing. We have heard it. We know what they are. Before they said it, we are 7 steps ahead of them. We know their plan. We know that they are using the people they are called our brother to. Devil Mahe was lamenting. Even as they use, what do you call him, Wike. I know that Wike was pushing for vice president. But presidency, which I know that he target vice president. And at last, after ranting and messing up and doing everything he did, he still come back to that vice president. So that is how they're using P2B, working on the ground to smooth their agenda, which they will never succeed. Chuko Kikabia may solidly behind us. Mazi, keep on keeping on. I don't have much to say. All I know that at last, all we have Biafra. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you. Do not forget, my question is, what will Igbo presidency benefit us? That is what I want to hear. Igbo presidency, what will it benefit us as a people? Do not tell me that, oh, as Nigerians, this and that. Others, the caliphate, they do northernization agenda. They benefit their people. What will it benefit us? Remember, every time they want, our people have good intention for Nigeria, but it backfires on us, the people. Do you understand? That is why we are trying to find out what benefit it will bring to us. Because we are always at the receiving end, we the people. Somebody at the up, his good intention will be demonized and, we start being at the receiving end. That is why we are where we are today. So, we should learn from history. I have a caller on Signal. Caller on Signal, welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mazi, Jonathan.
Yeah, well.
My name is Chimezie. My submission this evening will be concise and direct to the point.
Yes, go on.
Mazi, they said common sense, but common sense is not handy.
Common.
It's not common. There is a basic or fundamental principle of common sense. And when that fundamental principle of common sense is not acknowledged by leader or anybody, then the person is knowingly or unknowingly on a path of destruction. What is this fundamental principle of common sense? It can be summarized in a simple Igbo adage that says, Azotala Abiazobute. This is the fundamental principle of common sense. If you look at the Fulani people, they have realized this fundamental principle because they are wanderers. They don't have a common boundary. They don't have a settlement. So in conjunction with Britain has given them this sense that the first thing you need to aspire is to do what? Is to have and define your own territory. And they have defined it. They say it is Nigeria. Now, we here, the Biafrans, our leaders, they have not come to the realization of this fundamental principle of common sense, that the first thing you need to do is to secure your territory first before any other thing. Britain, they have this knowledge. USA, Europe, they have this knowledge. Now, our people who supposed to have this knowledge by default, see what they are doing. They are ignoring this and they are taking the part of Fulani of the old, because Fulani of the old, they do not have a defined boundary. Now, they now have a defined boundary and they say Nigeria is there. We that have defined boundary, our leaders, they don't have the grasp of this basic knowledge. They have relinquished it. And what does that mean to us? What it means to us is that they have placed we, the Biafrans, on a path of slavery and destruction. And if that is not checkmate, then we are doomed. The only person or the two most important people in my life as it is now that have the grasp of this fundamental principle of common sense are Odumegwu Ojukwu, the late general, and the Mazi Nnamdi. Then we that are the ardent followers of them, we also have this fundamental principle. But the leaders, CP2B, see all of them. They do not have this knowledge or the awareness of this fundamental principle of common sense. And the people now have keyed into it and they are shouting P2B, P2B. Not knowing that to assess a leader, the first thing to assess is, does this person have the basic knowledge of common sense, which is Azotana, the Azobute. Secure your territory first before any other thing. And if they come to this realization, I tell you that the first thing they will do is to start clamoring, support the agitation of Biafra, because that is where life will begin for Biafrans. I will stop here.
Yeah, well.
But let everybody bear in mind that P2B will never support the agitation of Biafra, because he was among those that started killing Biafrans. You remember the time of Massaw. You remember Izu River. He massacred people. So he's not going to change overnight. They will use him. They have invited him in London. They know the secret path they have entered. He will be worse than what we can imagine, because this fundamental and basic principle of common sense is not in his dictionary. Let me stop here and give other people a chance to talk.
Thank you very much. And remember, I bring back what I'm asking, is there any benefit? Naturally, no person, no politician, even of Biafran extraction, we support Biafra openly, because they are vying for Nigerian position. It's understandable. The question is, what will Igbo, so-called Igbo presidency, what benefit shall we have as a people? What will it bring as a benefit to us? That is it. And we have to expose all these things so that people that are clamoring, that are thinking that once Igbo man enters, their problem solved, so that they will understand what to expect, disappointment upon disappointments. And we should not be deceived always. If you, they say, if you deceive me once, shame on you. But if you deceive me twice, it will be shame on me. So when are we going to learn? What benefit will this Igbo presidency, which is absurd. In a country called Nigeria now, it is divided into countries. Igbo presidency, Fulani presidency, Nigeria doesn't make sense anyway. A country whereby, Navy headquarters, Navy is for water, is built in a desert. What sense? Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Thank you for holding for going to 8 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Jonathan.
There we
Yes, I'm hearing you.
There we welcome to the program.
This is Agugwa. I'm calling from my location.
There we.
So, Mazi Jonathan, you know, my own opinion on what I understand on this situation is that, you see, this presidency, now, Nigeria has expired. I believe there is agreement between this Nigeria, but the agreement is expired, and none of them is talking about it, and that is what I think that is bringing this problem, because in this country there is so many law and it's lawless. So okay, now your people are telling you that they don't want the president, and this is what they want. They want to be on their own, so that this Sharia of a thing will not cause problem between anybody. And you see now that is causing a lot of problem. We cannot live with Sharia. Like the story that your headline. The person that went to carry a shower as a customer, he after dealing with the ashawo, he discovered that there is a collapse, and because of that, they burned the person alive. You see, and they turned us into buying and selling. That they said that we are a business. People be on his campaign or other people. They are not talking about how to protect this business they turn out into, because you see here and there they are burning shops. The person that will come and buy something for you, if he buys something for you, you are not the producer, and the thing will have a single fault, and you will go and carry police in order to intimidate you and collect more from you. You see, all these things is what we are facing on daily basis. You see, in this kind of situation, there is nothing he will do there, because there is certain of Sokoto. There is all those people that they are okay. Look at this mindset of this Fulani. How are they going to change the mindset of these people that are burning people, that are killing people? You know. But Mazi, nevertheless, this thing, you know, I called you the other time about this struggle. It's like I'm alone. I want to be part of this family, because I know where I come from. I never believe in anything concerning this Nigeria. I never even get even this PVC they are talking about. I never even vote, because I know the vote they are not counting. The vote are not counting.
nga ha ndị chiri kpọkọmọ ndị chiri kpọ isi ala kọwa ndị chiri kụwa aka ntakịrịwa ndị chiri andịrị ekperewe onye ga-adịrị ihe Naijiria ga-eji adị mgbe wụta dat nwanne enweghị ihe ga-eme ka Igbo na prezidenti gagadị ha nwetakwa ihe ọchọ ọ gaghị eme nwunye popu agaghị eme nwunye Obama agaghị eme nwunye ihe ga-abịa Naijiria ka ọ dị mma nobody can do it mma agaghị eme nwunye mma Nnamdị Kazebe agaghị abịa chịkwa Naijiria ka ọ bịa chịa Naijiria gịnị ya chịkwa Naijiria nwanne aga pọsetị ahịa dat ọgada kwụsị awụsị ịbata n'ebe ka anyị ọgada kwụsị ndị fọrọ ịbata ebe ka anyị ọgada kwụsị ndị ekwesị ọwụla nwa Naijiria Mazi the only thing anyị ga-emewu ka anyị Chineke nna biko ihe ụlọ ọ ga-emere anyị emere anyị enye anyị Biafra enwedị ihe ọzọ anyị na-arụ ya enye Biafra ndị ọzọ chịrị nwa ha ga-ahụrụ ma biko na ọnwa arịọ na-arịọ onye ọla na-ekpuchi ụlọ ehihie abalị chọwa Chineke ihe ụlọ ọzọ Chineke nwere ike mere gị ihe ụlọ anyị ga-emere onwe anyị ihe ụlọ anyị ga-eme onwe anyị nwanne biko ka a tụgharị mkpụrụ obi ndị ike ndị obi anyị dị wiked obi ụmụ Igbo dị wiked ebe ụlọ ego pụtara ha agụrụ ebe ụlọ ego pụtara ha agụrụ ebe ụlọ ego pụtara ha agụrụ no, there is no going back. Or Biafra ka anyị chọrọ no Biafra no peace for Nigeria ọkụ na nwunye nwụ that place ọ na-agwụ. Thank you, Mazi Obilo from here, Mozambique.
There were Mazi Obilo. Caller on signal once again. Can you hear me? I didn't know that I was having technical issues until I looked at my dashboard. But I'm back now. So oh, signal. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm still here, sir. Yes,
I've been talking to you since, but you are not listening. Please go on.
Hello?
Mazi, go on. Mazi, go on.
Chinedu. My name is Chinedu. I'm calling from the heart of the zoo. He said, yeah, what you just asked of, which is the Igbo presidency, as in honor to Mojo, because as in if these people are as in our fooling here with what kind of people are this? Mazi Nandikano, our leader, have said that election is whatever option you choose enters there. The Fulanis are still in charge, and with these people are people that flow. Sure, they live like as I live is for as a try and lock. No cut, no pro, as in, I'm as you know, I just don't know. No destination. Even the Peter be to come and
Mazi, your line is not good.
As in, want to draw from the past.
Honestly, Mazi, your line is not good. It's not good for you to continue talking, and no person is even understanding what that is a zoo for you. You know, Imerelu zoo gawogenala. That is a reality. Oh, now you are very rich. You are riding the highest car in the zoo. Make ordinary WhatsApp call. No, now you are 2023 car or mansion, heavy mansion. But no, now you are, just do WhatsApp call. And you'll see, oh yeah, reconnecting. So, you embarrass yourself. That is what we are trying to change. That is why we want to get out from that mess. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
Before I could say what I want to say, I want to first of all appreciate our men on ground, those who went for the protest at UN. And I want to sing a song to our leader, Marvin Namdi. Then I can now say what I want to say. Am I permitted to sing?
Go on, Mazi, go on.
Okay. Atulegu yika nọnyere ebelakwa gburugburu n'ụjọ n'ihi na mụ onwe m bụ Chineke gị o, m ga-agba m ga-enyere gị aka ngeji aka nri nke ezi omume ma jide ga-enyere gị aka. Anyị ekele, anyị ekele, anyị ekele Chukwu Okike. Anyị ekele, anyị ekele o, anyị ekele gị na. Anyị ekele Chukwu Okike, onye mere anyị ndị Biafra. Anyị ekele gị na. Chukwu na-aka amamihe, onye kere eluigwe n'ụwa. Anyị ekele gị na. Chukwu na-aka amamihe, onye nyere anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị ekele gị na. Chineke ka amamihe, onye nyere anyị IPO. Anyị ekele gị na. Chukwu na-aka amamihe, onye nyere anyị DOS. Anyị ekele gị na. Anyị ekele, anyị ekele, anyị ekele Chukwu Okike. Anyị ekele gị na. Chukwu na-aka amamihe, onye nyere anyị ESM. Anyị ekele gị na. Mazi, my contribution
Mazi, you
about
make it short,
the
please.
topic.
You make it very brief. No, your song has taken a lot
Yeah,
of time.
my
Go on, just brief.
no problem. My contribution about your topic today is that Nnamdi Azikiwe, Agi Ironsi, Alex Ekweme, Goodluck Jonathan, they all try to make Nigeria one. They all try to make Nigeria progress. But after everything, there is nothing good they got from it. Then for our youth, the youth that are campaigning for PVC and OB, I'm not against anybody. I'm not against the election. But one thing they have to know is that Agbagede also Biafra pushing ụzọ nke agbara agba na n'iyi anyị bido n'isi. Because the same thing the Hausa man has told us in 50 centuries ago is the same thing they are still telling us today, that they are the owners of Nigeria. So it's high time for us to understand that Nigeria is not for us. And our youth, I want them to be consistent in whatever they do. At least if they don't know anything, they have to learn this particular thing from our leader, Mazi. My name remains Uchechukwu David Ejiofor. Mazi Dalu.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And remember, you know, when people hear about us saying that we concede Nigeria to be for the Fulani, they might be thinking that, oh, we are cowards, you know, we are taking our land, giving it to the Fulani. No. Our land is Biafra. We are not Nigerians. Nigeria is just an artificial concussion of recent. So whatever they did with the name Nigeria, that derogatory name, it doesn't concern us. They can claim Nigeria, but not our land. Because our land is originally is not Nigeria. Do you understand? That is why we shouldn't be going to fight and say, oh, Nigeria, why you say Nigeria? No. You can say Nigeria belongs to you, but Biafra land is our land. You don't have any audacity. Let them say Biafra, it belongs to them. No. They can't do that. They can't do that. Why I reduce the volume of my microphone without knowing? They can't do that. So that is it. When we say that, oh, the Fulani claim that Nigeria belongs to them, no problem, because that is their business with Britain. But our land is our land. We are not Nigeria. We are not Nigerians. Our land is Biafra land. That is it. I think I'm heading towards the end of this program. I'll take the last caller. This caller on signal, the line is reconnecting. I don't know. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? You'll be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you. Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There, Mazi, be lively, please.
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
Go on, please. Good
evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please. Go on.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just some bataya now. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. What I just want to say is this. If Fulani say they own the whole Nigeria, that the owner of the Nigeria, well, as you rightly said, they might own Nigeria because to us, originally, we don't understand what is Nigeria because we have been into existence before Nigeria. So they may own Nigeria based on whatever Nigeria means to them. And one thing I has also found out is that the best form of defense is attack. What Fulanis are doing is that they will make claims so that at the end of the day, if they didn't get 100% of their claims, at least to a reasonable extent, they will get to a large extent what they want. So, and all these utterances and the advancement in taking land and taking Nigerian territory is a kind of, if they cannot get all they want, they should be able to get some of it. And they are very serious on it. And what pains me a lot is that our people are not concentrated at all. We are easily distracted by anything. Just yesterday is now all about get your PVC, we are obedient and all that. And none of us has bothered to go back to history and know what happened to our people who took that part in the past, how they were being used and they dumped. And at the end of the day, they label them one thing or the other and they will bear the blunt on it. I don't know what made our people to think that today's Nigeria, which is worse of Nigeria we know before, of Nnamdi Azikiwe, I don't know what made them to think that they are going to make good thing out of it. That everybody is now talking about PVC. You go to market, they say PVC. I'm just coming back from market. You go to church, they say PVC. Whatever impression that they had, that is a very big distraction. And that is why it pains somebody like me that at this point, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not out yet. Because it would have been a much easier thing for him to enlighten our people more. Because this is another game that these people are coming up with. A way to quell what we are already getting to the point of no return. A way to make sure that they douse the spirit of Biafra agitation and before you know it, to start over again will be another thing entirely. I also want to cite an example. Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan was once a president of Nigeria just some years back. How good did he do? Despite that he was also intelligent, educated, and all that. The Fulanis made sure they frustrated his efforts. And at the end of the day, it's on record that he ruled Nigeria. So if Peter Obi get there, let's even assume he got there. And they did the same thing to him. They will not put it on record that Igbo man is a part of the problem in Nigeria, and they have also getting a fair share of our own. So nobody should be agitating. It's a very painful situation that our people has not woken up, despite all the efforts from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But one thing I know is that time will justify the beginning of everything. And with time, some of us who has not learned anything and who did not bother to go and read the history to know what to do and what not to do, maybe they will learn it in a bitter way. Because by the time the Fulanis are out everywhere to take their possession and start committing mayhem and everything, maybe some people will understand it's not all about forwarding one Igbo man saying that he's going to be president and our problem is solved. We have gone beyond that, and that's not our aim. That is not what we are looking towards to. Even if you call angel from heaven to come and rule Nigeria now, what will he do? A country that is already been messed up, a country that is in quagmire. So it's not going to yield any positive results. So, but having said that, you people that are on the media that is educating us should not be demoralized with all that, because you keep on pushing and making your effort to make sure that you continue to enlighten our people. I also know that people are learning, just that it is not the way we may have expected it. And at the course of time, we will understand the game of return.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. This is where I'm going to end picking calls, please. You know, what we talk about today is of this so-called Igbo presidency. You know, they have put us in a very sorry state that we brought ourselves down in order to, you know, be talking about instead of merit. You know, we are following them talking about Yoruba presidency, Igbo presidency, Hausa presidency. It's very sad indeed how they have reduced us, and because of the system we are in. Because the question you ask yourself is this: you that is trying to travel to, maybe you are looking for visa to Japan, do you have a Igbo presidency there? Is you know, is a question. This is common sense. Do you the prime minister in Japan, is he an Igbo man? But why do you want to go there? And if you go there, you know, you succeed. Why? It's not because of the presidency, who is a prime minister, but the system. That is what matters. But lo and behold, in Nigeria, things are not done like that. And we have to bend ourselves so low in order to be playing the same thing like our interlocutor, our so-called cohabitants of the same country. Because that is, they are so low like that, they have drawn us to be so low with them. You understand? You in America, Joe Biden, is he an Igbo man or a German or from your tribe? No, the answer is no. But lo and behold, the caliphate have put us in a very big mess that we start rolling ourselves in a debt like them. That is where we found ourselves. You understand? So, what am I trying to say? In Nigeria, we have no future as a people. Let me tell you. Any person that will, you know, try to argue, let him come up. In Nigeria, tell me how in Nigeria we have future. There is no future for we Biafrans in Nigeria. Because had it been we had our independence, 1970, though we will have challenges. Not that no country is perfect. But at least we will have control of our future. We would have gone past, you know, we will now be competing with even developed countries. I'm telling you honestly. So, the issue is this. Nigeria is meant to bring us down as a people so that we be in the same level. Even not being in the same level now, to be trailing the caliphate. Just watch the Almajiris. Just when you go, just watch them in the streets of Kano. You sit down one place, be watching them. This is the same people that we are staying in the same country with. You understand? It's their system. But in our system, we are always striving for development and advancement. And you think that an Igbo man will enter Asorok, and the owners of Nigeria will just allow him, he will better everything, do as he wants to advance Nigeria. Is that what you are thinking? Let us remove sentiments, please. We are too sentimental, and that sentimentality is costing us too much. Let us always think and calculate above 4 years or 8 years. Let us calculate above that. After 4 years, again, we enter into more quagmire. Is that what you want? What we are asking for is a referendum. That is what every Biafran should be asking for, not an election. It's just the same thing, same system, status quo. We are asking for something different in order to solve the fundamental issue in that zoo called Nigeria. Because foreigners, I don't see the reason why a foreigner will just come and create and scam everybody to join everybody into one country and name us Nigeria. And we are happy about it. You say we are fighting one night to be one night. Every time, right from independence is Nigerian unity till today, the unity of Nigeria, one Nigeria. When are you going to talk about the advancement? Igbo presidency can never do us any good. It will be a scam. It's a bet. You take small fish to catch big fish. Put a small fish in a hook. Throw it into the river. Before you know, the fish, they will not see the hook inside the fish. They will just be seeing myopically. Only the bait they will be seeing without knowing that there is a hook inside that fish. That is what Britain is trying to do. Please, let us be wise and reason for once and stop being carried away by sentiments. This is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our ideology. Do not forget to make calls to BBC, please. It is very important to call them or tweet them, to tell them the reality, the truth, but in a polite way, that they are highly biased against Biafra. Ask them question, why are they so biased against Biafrans? Why? Why didn't they make a documentary and investigative journalism concerning the killings, the kidnappings, the going on everywhere in the zoo by only one set of people, the Fulani? Why didn't they do that? Because they know what they are doing. They know. Nigeria is not for us. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan, from here, it is simply good evening.
The land of the rising sun is a home of hope, of the Biafrans. The fire of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chupa Biafra. Ebeka monusi Biafra, Ebeka monusi Biafra, Kaimara, Biafra, Kane Boso Kamiri, Akaimara, Biafra, Kane Boso Kamiri, Biafra, Kane, Waboke, Anijala, Wana lemo kamna lombo wana jumo osina Biafra Chukwu kika biama onyagi nonaka kamera ni emarama Sampe Ugwa boke Anijala Nala namo Biafra paloma Ala Chukwu gosiri ala mana ala chukwu gọziri the rising sun. Mgbe mbuka kwuru okwu wesi n'oji ihe nwatakịrị o were aka ya elu aka fụwa ya ụfụ wetuo ya maka na ọnọdụ udo adịrọ n'ikpe mma. Sọmpe lenga ala adịghị mma ndị zuru ndị na-aṅụ ọbara mmadụ ndị okwu ha abịakwala n'ọzọ ka ha kwado